Hey guys, thanks for joining. I was going to save this video until tomorrow, but I said, oh my God, this is some hot tea. I'm going to go ahead and spill it. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second so I can get this setting right quick. I hope you guys are having a good night. I know a lot of you guys are probably in the bed because it is kind of late. I'm about to go to bed as well right after this video since I was still up. Okay, right quick. As you guys can see on the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Blueface and Chrisean Rock. Blueface has come forward to spill tea that he is not the father of Chrisean Rock's son, Chrisean Jr. I think we kind of knew that. I've been saying that I felt that it was Ronnie, which is probably one of the reasons I felt, and in my opinion, that Chrisean probably had Ronnie out of the way because she wanted the world to believe that Blueface was Chrisean Rock's son. So let's get into it. I pulled some footage, some videos of Ronnie actually speaking on Chrisean and the fact that he was sleeping with her during the time that she was with Blueface as well. So we're going to pull a few videos so that you guys can get a clearer understanding of what's going on here and why Blueface is speaking out. Now, Blueface currently has another baby on the way with his newest baby mama named Nevaeh, who announced that she is pregnant with Blueface's son. So I feel like Blueface is probably feeling a little guilty that he's been keeping this secret for Chrisean all of this time. There's Chrisean Jr. is 2 years old now. He's going to be 3 this year. And Chrisean has been keeping it under lock and key, saying that Blueface was the child. She's been withholding the child from him. We just saw where Calissa, who is Blueface's mother, came forward to say that Chrisean has refused to allow her to see Junior. And she still sees Junior as her grandson because she's bonded with him. But I think the reality of it all is that Junior definitely is Ronnie's child. I've been saying that. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry. I said, oh my God, let me hurry up and do this video. Because chow. Hold on. Give me a second. Because I want to put this up. There it is. Okay. Let me do this picture from my TikTok right quick. Let me send that so that you guys can see the comparison. I've been saying this, so I'm happy Blueface has finally come out to release that information that I feel like a lot of people know. I'm going to show this picture of Ronnie and his mom, and the baby looks, Chrisean's son looks just like Ronnie's mom. Those genes run very, very strong. So let me upload that. Give me a second right quick. And then I'm going to proceed with this video. Okay. Let me go low. All right. So first and foremost, let me get this up. Y'all pardon me for not being totally ready. My bad. Thank y'all for still being up with me tonight. I'm about to take my butt to bed after this video though. All right, so let's put this picture up. All right. I had to pull this from my TikTok because I uploaded this a while and I got a lot of views on this video. But as you guys can see, this is Chrisean Jr. as a baby. This is Ronnie, who is no longer here, who was Chrisean's ex-boyfriend. This is Ronnie's mother. So if you look at Chrisean Jr. and look at Ronnie's mother, a huge resemblance, okay? A very shocking resemblance, okay? Oh my God, I have a lot of views on that video where people are like, oh my God, I see it now. Yeah, hello. I've been saying it. 124,000 views I got on this video on the resemblance is crazy, right? Crazy. So yeah, this is another picture of Ronnie, of course, with Chrisean Jr. Look at the resemblance. Look at Chrisean Jr. Look at him. I've been saying it. But that's his mom. That's Ronnie's mom. And that's Chrisean Jr. Same face, same nose. He has the same nose as Ronnie's mother. The same eye pattern, the same shaped head. Like everything about this baby looks just like Ronnie's mother. All right, so let's get into what Blueface had to say. We're not going to be on this video long. This is going to be a quick pop in just to give you guys this info. Then we're going to get off. And this just hit. I think Blueface has been feeling a little guilty. I think he knows that maybe Chrisean had Ronnie out of the way. I'm gonna say allegedly because she's not been charged with it as of yet. This may strike some charges against her for probably having it done. There's been rumors that she's had gang members off him in order to keep him from claiming this baby and harassing her about having some type of paternal rights for this baby. She did have I hear a paternity or paternity court case or something like that where Ronnie filed paternity papers for the baby. That I think they had a court date or something from what I read a couple days before Ronnie was found unalive. So I said that sounded a little sus, right? That something would happen to him days before he was set to show up for this paternity suit against Chrisean, because he really was trying to prove that he was the child's father. So as you guys can see here, according to Hollywood Unlocked, he said that Blueface says that he is not the biological father of Chrisean Rock's son. He says, rest in peace to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue the plot. So this is something that sounds like it's been hush-hush. Blueface continued to be quiet about it and agreed probably with Chrisean to say, hey, this is my child, for the public, so that people would not think otherwise. But Blueface has now come forward to say that Chrisean's baby is not his. Let's get into the full post of what Blueface had to say. Shout out again to Hollywood Unlocked and Blueface for being transparent. So he says, Junior is not my biological son. Rest in peace to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue the plot. It doesn't feel right as a present father in all of my kids' life to be discredited as an absent father to a child that is not biologically mine. I tried my best to fill in the blanks because his biological father is no longer with us, but I can't continue the plot. It doesn't feel right. Praying hands with the dove. So he's trying to do the right thing. A few people were, got in my comments and saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, now you heard it from the horse's mouth, where Blueface himself has come forward to say that he is not Chrisean's baby's father. Okay, so rest in peace to Ronnie. Let's look at some clips from Ronnie, okay, before he was taken away from us. Let's get into some clips where Ronnie himself, before he was taken away, he knew and felt within his heart that he was that child's father as well. Okay, shout out to bitch 680. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I was around Chrisean this whole time up until Junior's birth. But
so she was like flying back and forth. She was sound like creeping.
Yes, but she was also working out here. They were doing a lot of the Crazy in Love in Baltimore.
So this is why she was with Blueface.
Yeah, okay. You get what I'm saying? So around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Chrisean was with me. Picked her up from the airport, staying at Red Roof Inn as much as I can. Stopped staying there when the money ran out. Went to go stay with one of my homegirls. Her name AJ. AJ's my homegirl. We used to go stay at her. She used to have a spot on Light Street, Baltimore City, downtown. Used to be staying right there. So, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
The question was, you answered it. The question was, when was the next time you saw her?
So after
everything.
After the show?
After the show, yep. After the show. After she left.
I was seeing her like all the time. Like,
okay,
it wasn't like,
all right.
It wasn't like a long period of time of me not seeing her. Like basically like anytime I went to Cali or anytime she came to Maryland, I was seeing her.
So it was all good between y'all.
Yeah, everything was good. Yeah. It was frequent. Everything was perfectly fine up until Junior physically was born.
So y'all hear?
I was around Chrisean.
All right, so let's
this whole time.
So it said that Ronnie Doe says that he and Chrisean were good up until Junior's birth, and says that he and Chrisean were together during Junior's time of conception. Now I showed you guys another video where he said he was actually at the hospital, because y'all remember Blueface was in Miami turning up and having fun, hanging out with girls, doing his thing when Chrisean was in the hospital giving birth. Ronnie said he actually was at the hospital during the time of conception when Junior was born, while Blueface was with Jaden hanging out. So let's get into this next video that I also have with Ronnie. We're just gonna play a few videos of Ronnie just so that you guys can get a gist of what he was saying, since he's no longer here, but he did have videos that he left behind where he co-signed it. There's a video where he was chasing her around the mall saying, I want to see my son, I want to see my son. And she was saying, stop following me, stop harassing me, I'm going to call the police on you. Like, I don't know why she was doing this when she was fine prior to Junior being born, according to him. I think she wanted to push the narrative of Blueface being the child's father because she wanted to be back with Blueface. But now that Blueface has gone on and moved on to other girls and he has another baby on the way, Chrisean won't even allow the baby to be around him or his mother. So she's kind of using the baby as a pawn, so to speak. But let's get into what Ronnie has to say here. Shout out to Santrio. Let's go.
People are saying there's something wrong with the baby. So do you know anything about that?
I'm not going to speak too much on anything that's not already public by the alleged baby father. It's public knowledge that Junior had a hernia situation. I'm not going to speak anymore on any of his further health issues.
Okay.
His mother, and it's not even his mother. That child deserves at least for that to be private. It's not my place to share that information, especially if it's not revealed that I'm his father. That would be highly wrong for me to share that with anyone.
Right. So if it is your kid, do you want to take custody of him and take care of him?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If that is a chance of him being mine, if he's mine, I want to do whatever I can do to help him have a fair chance at life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this to rekindle a relationship with Chrisean. I'm not doing this because I'm bitter about her being successful. I'm happy for her. I wish her nothing but the best. However, Junior deserves the best too. He's not a pawn. He's not a toy, and he's not an object that should be used for the fate of your career. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to move accordingly. Everybody got opinions. Everybody got buttholes. Everybody don't got to like what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with good intentions. I'm doing it for purpose, and I'm going to keep doing me. Whether you like it, she like it, he like it, I don't care who like it. I'm doing it for myself, me, myself, and I, and of course for Junior. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my intentions are making sure that that child has the best chance that he deserves at life, because the people who have been in his corner thus far are not doing that. And that's just what it is.
He spoke facts there, because people are not doing what they're supposed to do for this baby. Chrisean is more focused on trying to be a boxer, while her son needs to be in therapy and having doctors do what needs to be done with him. And she's not focused on that. She's focused on her own self. She's out getting her hair done. She don't even comb the baby's hair. Do I feel like if Ronnie was still alive that he would have pushed to have these things done for his son? I do feel like that, because he seemed very passionate prior to his death about being a father to this baby, and Chrisean would not allow him to be, because in her mind, in her heart, she wanted it to be Blueface because that's who she wanted to be with, which I feel is very unfair. If you got pregnant by Ronnie can still be a father to the child, and if you want to be with Blueface, then do that. But I don't feel like lying to the public, lying to Blueface, and continuing this narrative of saying that Blueface is this child's father, when deep down you knew the timeline of when you were with Ronnie, sleeping with him in Red Roof Inn hotels and laying up with him prior to, and you got pregnant, but then you tried to pin this baby on Blueface. And Blueface, I feel like, knew all along, but he was trying to protect Chrisean's privacy as related to this baby. Yeah, that's how I really feel. But let's get into this next clip with Ronnie. Shout out to Ronnie. Okay, rest in peace to him. Condolences to him. That was very effed up what happened to him. Like, I'm sad about it. Like, for real, he didn't deserve to go out like that. He was just standing outside, and some guys rolled up on him and pow-powed him. And I feel like it was orchestrated. I feel like it was a hit. I feel like people had something to do with it in order to get him out of the way, to hush him up, and to stop him from pursuing the paternity of this child. That's what I feel. Let's get into this next one. Just Content 727. I found this clip as well of Ronnie. Said that Ronnie says that She asked him to come to the mall in Baltimore by his home to set him up. I told you guys that Ronnie went to the mall, saw Chrisean there. Chrisean was there with little Chrisean Jr. And Ronnie was asking to see the child be in the child's life. After he says Chrisean asked him to be there, and once he got there, she started acting weird and even threatened to call the police and press charges on him for harassment. So why play these games of asking this man to come there and see the child only for him to get there and then you want him to be arrested? Let's get into what Ronnie had to say.
Girl just snitched on me when I was at the mall trying to see my son after she told me to come see my son. So now I do this baby. She don't know if it's my baby. She don't know if it's his baby. And I think that's why she's scared to do a DNA test. I believe Zeus helped her have whatever results that she wanted instead of pushing her narrative. He's a child in an adult body, but she's not being held accountable because she's famous, because she make empty promises, so on and so forth. So people disregard what they see, but she lacks an understanding of what a mother is. She never had that baby with the intention of being a mother. She had that baby with the intention of keeping a dude around. That girl done snitched on me when I caught a body in self-defense. That girl just snitched on me when I was at the mall trying to see my son after
you know what? He is right when he says that. Chrisean had this baby with the intentions of trying to hold on to Blueface. She really thought that having this baby, she could say that this is Blueface's baby and that he would be in her life forever. She went batshit crazy. And when she saw that he was moving on with someone else, y'all saw that he was dating what's it called? Hazel E. Remember? She was batshit crazy. She went to go and get the tattoo removed from her face, sitting up there on the table crying while they were removing the face tattoo of Blueface's face from the side of her face. She was going crazy. She was going berserk. Like she was just on these antics and just you know, crying. Like it's like she was crying out for help and having some type of psychiatric moment or something. I don't know, some kind of psychosis, some kind of bipolar episodes that she was continuing to show and display on social media. It was like one antic after the next, and she was just doing way too much. But people have been telling Chrisean, like, you need to slow down, you need to be a mom. But I do feel like she had this baby in order to keep Blueface, and I feel like she's using this baby as a pawn to try to hurt him. But now that he's come out to say, hey, you can't control me anymore with this baby, you can't, use this baby as a pawn anymore, because I'm going to tell the entire world this is not my child. And I feel this deep in my heart. And he's already said, hey, that's this man's child, that's Ronnie's child. So I think all along Blueface knew this was not his baby, but he was trying to spare Chrisean. But I feel like he's done fooling with Chrisean, especially after she leaked his address online for somebody to roll up and do something to him, and told his location for goons to roll up on him and do something to him. The same thing that happened to Ronnie. Chrisean is a dangerous individual, and I'm saying it right here on my channel. Allegedly, we can say that. Chrisean is a very evil, dangerous person when she doesn't get her way, and she uses people, and she dates these gang members, and she solicits these people to do things, for her whenever she gets mad at somebody and when they piss her off. Why would you have something done to someone like that? I just don't understand. So Ronnie is no longer here to see his son grow and thrive and be a kid and grow up into whatever he chooses to be. Chrisean took that from him, allegedly. Again, she's not been charged with the crime in this, but there are whispers that Chrisean had this set up to where this guy's life was taken, and something definitely needs to be looked into, and she needs to be investigated, because again, she tried to do the same thing to Blueface by leaking his personal address and his information online for somebody to roll up on him and do something to him, because she was mad that he moved on with Hazel E and that he was ignoring her and kicked her out of his house and told her that he was completely done with her. And she threatened to call his probation officer to have him violated as well, to have him locked back up in jail. I'd rather see him in jail than to see him with someone else. Well, how selfish is that, right? She doesn't seem to care about anyone but herself. But what do you guys think about that? This is like really crazy. This is crazy. But shout out to, we have videos where we can go back and verify how Ronnie felt about this child. And I mean, I think everybody should be able to see the resemblance. I mean, look at the picture here. Look at Ronnie. Like, the baby resembles him. Like, I really feel like that's his child. And he went through different channels in order to get a paternity test to prove this. And then Chrisean, you know, he magically was taken out days before this whole alleged paternity test was set to take place. And then she pops out weeks later with this paternity test saying it was 99.9% Blueface's child, and the paternity proved that it was his. But now Blueface is coming out saying that this baby is not mine and it was never my child. He was just keeping quiet. So where did you get this made up paternity test from, Chrisean, saying that Blueface is the child's father? You a liar and you a manipulator. And if you falsified paternity documents, DNA documents, trying to say that someone was the father because that's who you wanted to be the father, that is a crime. And she should be definitely locked the hell up for doing so, when there was already someone stepping up to the plate to be the father of this child, and you did not want him to be that because of who you wanted to be with. That's selfish. Just like it was selfish for her to drink while she was carrying this baby and smoking, and now he's dealing with major health issues that she don't give a fuck about. She won't take him to get the necessary therapy that he needs, but she will sit in a gym all day punching a bag, training for an upcoming fight. CPS needs to step in and take this child and put him somewhere else where he needs to, where he can thrive and where he can get the necessary help that he needs. You guys want to see the picture again of Ronnie's mom? I'll show it again. This is Ronnie's mom, and that's Chrisean's baby as a baby, Chrisean Jr. I mean, it don't get no more clearer than that, right? The baby looks just like Ronnie's mother. Now, if Ronnie's mother wants to, she can definitely go through the courts and have Chrisean being made to do a paternity test to solidify the fact that Ronnie is definitely the child's father, which I think it is. I mean, it's cut dry. Look at Chrisean Jr. Look at Ronnie's mama. That baby got her whole face. That baby has her whole face. I'm sorry. Y'all tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Blueface has spoken, honey. He is not hiding Chrisean's lies anymore. He has his own baby his own son on the way, and he is getting ready to focus on that. He is not trying to be taking on someone else's responsibility. That's what he's saying in his post. I'll read it again for those of you that just came in. Blueface, breaking news, Blueface has come forward to decline paternity of Chrisean Rock's son, Chrisean Jr. So Blueface says, according to Hollywood Unlocked, and Blueface's post here, that's him, is verified, says the Junior is not my biological son. Rest in peace to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue the plot. It doesn't feel right as a present father in all of my kids' life to be discredited as an absent father to a child that is not biologically mine. I tried my best to fill in the blanks because his biological father is no longer with us, but I can't continue the plot. It doesn't feel right. So maybe maybe it was God or something. I don't know. Something telling him you got to make this right and speak out on this, because it's not okay to sit on a secret like this and allow Chrisean to keep this narrative going that Blueface is this child's father, when really it was Ronnie's, the person who really wanted to be in this child's life and be a father. You took that from him over your selfish reasons of wanting to be with Blueface, who don't even want you. The shit was toxic anyway. So how you sleeping with Ronnie all the way up until the child is born, but then when the baby gets here, you want to play this game of throwing the baby in Blueface's face to make him think all this time he's the child's father. And I feel like he knew all along that child was not his. But shout out to Blueface for stepping up and being transparent about that and telling the truth, right? They said that Chrisean replied. She's not replied as of yet that I know of. Okay. She's not replied as of yet that I know of. But if you guys take a look at this picture here, and I'm glad I saved it with Blueface coming out saying this today. This is Chrisean Jr. This is Ronnie's mother. This is Chrisean Jr. and that is Ronnie's mother. I'll show this other picture. This is Chrisean Jr. and same shape of his head, same everything, same hair pattern, same everything. This boy has Ronnie's whole face. That is his son. That's definitely his son. Chrisean should be ashamed of herself. She should definitely be ashamed of herself, right? You said that I actually believe that she had Ronnie off. I do too. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. But you know, it has to be proven in a court of in the court of law. And if that's the case, then maybe that's how Junior is going to get the necessary help he needs, with CPS stepping in and taking that child, and her ass going to fuck to prison for having this set up, because you can't set somebody up to have their life taken. Allegedly. Okay, that's a whole crime, right? I've seen enough first 48s to know you cannot set somebody up for someone else to come and take somebody's life, because for whatever reason you don't want that person to continue to pursue being the father of your child, when you know deep down that's what it was. You were sleeping with him unprotected up until that time while you were with Blueface. You out here being a thought monster. You were being a thought monster, sleeping with both Blueface and Ronnie knocked you up, and you didn't want the world to know that, because you were running around here singing praises to Blueface. And Blueface didn't give him too many damns about you, because he was still running around with Jaden Alexis's other baby mama, including other girls that he was messing with as well. Shit, he didn't even come to the hospital when she had the baby. Blueface didn't see Chrisean Jr. until days after he was born. So... But you do that to somebody, but you have Ronnie taken out allegedly when he's been begging to be there, like begging and pleading to be there for this child. This is so sad. But that is it for this video. You guys, please like up this video for me. Please go ahead and take a look at the videos that we also attached to this, where Ronnie is actually speaking up and giving timelines as to when he and Chrisean Rock had an intimate relationship, and possibly whenever Chrisean got impregnated by him with this child that we all continue to pray for and wish for the best. But shout out to Blueface again for being transparent and saying, hey, this is not my child. But let's get out of here, guys. Thank you, Rose, for modding tonight. Thank you to any content creator that joined the live. Thank you, Caramelians, for stopping by. You guys sound off in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this topic, okay? Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys tomorrow with more news that I know you guys can use. Bye. what you guys see on my screen, guys, is the paternity test that I was telling you guys about. Shout out to the neighborhood talk so that I have to go dig it up, but I do have this actual screenshot as well. As you guys can see here, the alleged father, as you guys can see, Jonathan Porter, which is Blueface's government name. Chrisean went and had a paternity test. I don't know what she had it doctored up as, but she has here Jonathan Porter as the child's father, as Chrisean Jr.'s father, but Blueface has now come forward to say he is not that child's father, that is actually Ronnie's child. Ronnie tried to have a paternity test done days before he was unalived, and now we see why he's no longer here, because the truth was getting ready to come out and Chrisean didn't want it to come out. So I don't know who doctored up this paternity test that Chrisean posted online saying that Blueface was the alleged father, as you guys can see right here. Matter of fact, let me blow it up bigger on another screen so that you guys can see it, because I do have it right here. Let me share screen, you guys, so that y'all can see it real big. Okay, we're gonna look at it right quick before we go. All right, I was just about to let y'all go and I ran across that. I said, let me go and pull this up right quick so we can take a look before we go. All right, thank y'all for being so patient. I'm sorry to hold y'all again. We get ready to go, child, and cue the music and everything. But let's go ahead and take a look at this right quick before we get out of here. All right, so DNA Diagnostic Center. All right, I don't know how she did this shit, but probability of paternity 99.9%. Okay, does it have a date when this was done? I don't. Oh, 5/4 of 2023. It looks like when it was done. Mother Chrisean Malone, case number. So it has a case number and all this. Alleged father Jonathan Porter, which is Blueface. Okay, so it looks like on 5/4 of 2023, she had this doctored up. Not sure who did it or where she got it from, but Blueface said that he is not the father. Said the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. Testing was performed to determine paternity using a cell-free fetal DNA isolated from the plasma of the maternal blood sample. This sample contains a mixture of maternal and fetal DNA. The DNA was also isolated from nucleated cells in samples from the mother and alleged father. All DNA samples were analyzed using next generation sequences, NGS technology. Paternity determination was performed using 1464 SNP, informative loci out of 2304 tested loci to generate a probability of paternity. And then you guys see all of this down here. So this is a falsified document. If Blueface is saying that he is not the father, I'm not sure where she got this from. But again, you know, people that's on some fraud shit. If you want a person to type you up something like that, or take someone else's name or doctor up something, it can be done. But with Blueface saying that now, to actually really prove this again, Ronnie Doe's mother can go and through the courts say, hey, I believe that this is my son's father. He's no longer here as his mother. I would like to have a sample taken from me, and I would love to have the courts make the child's mother bring the baby to swab the baby to test this child for paternity, to see if my son is indeed the father of this child. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to figure out where the fuck she got this document from right here, putting Jonathan Porter, aka Blueface's name, in the place where the father's name should be, which it should be Ronnie Doe. So if that's the case, she has definitely falsified a legal document, because paternity tests are legal documents. They are withheld in court. Chrisean could be facing charges for tampering with evidence as well, if that's the case. So we're going to see what happens with that. But that, I wanted to show you guys that before we actually got out of here. Okay. But that is it for this video officially. Thank you guys. You said that show the bottom camera to see if there's a seal. Let me pull it back up. Thank you for pointing that out, Rose. Let me share again. Let's share again, honey. See, we share stuff over here. We share so we can see. Right. So let's pull it back up. Let's scroll down and see if we see a seal. Let's see. Shout out again to the neighborhood top. All right. So let's see. The foregoing instrument was acknowledged before me by the sign laboratory director. But still, even though there's a seal here, it could have been someone else's paternity test. But you can always, there's a way that you can falsify it, where you could take a person's name out and change that and type something that you can, there's ways you can do that. Okay. But I work in fraud, so I know fraud shit when I see it, and I just feel like a paternity test should definitely be done. Sarah Thomas, state of Ohio, county of Butler, state of Ohio. I should have this done in Ohio. Said my commission expires November the 9th, 2027. But I don't know. I don't know. There is a seal there, but Blueface is saying he's not the child's father. He's not going to be quiet about it anymore. But as you guys can see here, that's who she's listed. This was done on 5/4/2023. All right. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. As we get updates, of course, you guys know I will spin the block and come back to let y'all know what is new is related to this particular post. Okay. But according to what Blueface has said, he is not the child's father, and he has pointed to Ronnie Doe as the father of this child. And Ronnie, of course, is deceased as of, I think, 2023. I think he was unalive. 2023, 2024, I think he was. 2024, he was unalive. Yeah. So prayers up for his mom. Prayers up for everybody involved in this situation, more so for Chrisean Jr. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here officially now. Okay. Thank y'all for staying and sticking around for this last piece of the video. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.